So, are you thinking about buying a home that has solar panels on it? You may want to rethink it, or maybe you're thinking about putting solar panels on your home. Here's just one more reason I encourage my buyers and sellers to stay away from solar. I know this will probably upset a few solar salespeople, but so be it. That's not the purpose of this. I'm here to educate, inform, and empower my buyers and sellers. So recently, one of my agents was working on a transaction where the person was qualified for the mortgage and there were solar panels that were on the home, and the solar panels were not paid off. There was a loan against them. And I won't go into any details as far as the monthly payment, but let's just say the monthly payment on those panels are more than my utility bills have ever run a month. And they have different qualifying credit scores for the solar panels that aren't disclosed. And still you call in, I'll just say this is a large solar financing company that's based on the West Coast. You can probably look it up. I'm not going to name them here, but you can go look it up. And anyway, several people called in. The people never call you back. If they happen to pick up, they all read from a book that says the required credit score is X, and nothing on their website states that anywhere. So this caused a person to lose earnest money because unfortunately this was discovered late in the process. There may have been mistakes made there. However, this is to help educate you. The other thing is I help people sell solar panels or homes with solar panels, and you have to be careful because this one company they will make you pay for a release of lien. And I'm sure if they ever see this video, they know who I'm talking about. And several people that are in the business may or may not know who I'm talking about, but you aren't warned about this up front. So you need to be very careful. And if you're buying a home where solar panels are leased, I'm not sure if they have credit score requirements for that or not. But I would encourage you to not walk, but run away from any home where the solar panels are not going to be paid off by closing or prior to closing, and you given a release of lien, or if they're leased, I would run for the hills because I don't know what the requirements are. But this person was qualified for a mortgage but turned down for the solar panels. Now, I can't go into any real details there, but let's just say the solar panels would have broken the deal anyway because of the payment. But that's something you need to be aware of. Also, look at the numbers. When your payment's more than my electric bill, is that system ever going to pay off? I know I sold a home a few years ago that had solar panels on it. Now, the person was only in there for a year, and the solar salesperson talked them into getting a home equity loan. Unfortunately, this person should never have gotten them. They're in their year, their payment was a -5 a month, but in there for a year, the solar panels were in about the mid 30s price range, is what we're going to say. The average solar panels around me, because there's large homes by me, run in about the 60s. Do you think that's ever going to pay off like the home that these panels were on? They were in about that price range, and the price of the home, we'll just say, was around 300. Do you think that makes sense that you have a home around 300 and panels that are over 60 grand? That is a large portion of the value of the property, and you will get zero value given to you by an appraiser for solar panels. When you go to sell it, many investors that are wholesalers, sometimes many investor companies won't even buy them. You also need to know that you're going to have to get a special rider on your insurance. And do you think that's free? I know someone in my neighborhood that had solar panels removed because they had to get a new roof. And I was told that it costs $9,000 to remove and reinstall those. How much do you think that solar panel router cost? And by the way, one of my insurance agents just emailed me a list of the average cost of insurance. And guess who has some of the highest insurance rates around? It depends on the price range, but Collin County at the lower end is more expensive. At the higher end is less expensive than Dallas County. So if you're looking to buy a home and you need to know about where insurance rates are, I'm not an insurance person. I won't give you a quote, but I can read to you what my person sent me to give you an idea of what you may pay. There's a lot of factors that go in. Again, I'm not a licensed insurance person, but I just kind of read off to you what he sent me. So I hope that educated you about solar panels and whether it makes sense or not. I've yet to see a solar person that could show me a real situation where panels paid off for anyone. Maybe if you're in $1 million home, you have $60,000 panels and your bill would be $500. Maybe at some point that pays off in 25 years if the average person stays in their home for 7. So it's highly unlikely those panels will ever pay off. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me. Again, this is not meant to disparage solar salespeople or their product. It's just that I want to give you the facts as I have run into them on many sales and purchases. All my contact information is at the end of this video. See you next time.